Hello, everyone. It's Editing Edo here. And before we begin the sixth anniversary, I would like to start off with something sweet and serious. I'd like to thank you all that has sent the comments of your favorite moments of the anniversary special and also your support over these 6 years as well. And now we're about to dive into the deep topic. First off, I like to give a shout out and rest in peace to Janice Burgess for making the Backyardigans, for making a show where it feels like you can go outside and have your own adventures with your friends or by yourself. Thank you for all the talents that you have shown and also made a childhood really brighter. And on that note, happy 20th anniversary to the Backyardigans. And the last part of the shout outs of the heavenly world of the new world is Akira Toriyama of the makers of Dragon Ball, um, Dragon World, The Adventures of Dai, and so many more. And um, it's come to note that this specific video from Hit Rig has came out, and good big shouts to him. And on that note, now this is just a public announcement. This is just this is a passerby, so this could be passed on or at least just ignored any way, shape, or form. This is just from my expressions. It's serious, but also at the same time, it's just coming from the heart. Is I remember within it, uh, Hayao Miyazaki that made the great links of Studio Ghibli films. Was saying in that note of anime was a mistake, and for me, I want to say it really wasn't because this was really a thing that match worlds collide. Everybody have a love, and it does have a hate relationship too, which we're getting to that as well. And also on the note, it collide worlds together of music, entertainment, and even cultural things of all color, all race, religion, and so on and so forth. And my my thing that I want to say as of a solution, especially as a person that really would like to make anime one day in the life of myself, is I feel what we got to do is not just the thing, it is there, but this is not the only solution. It's just pay everybody that is doing the work. But I also say my solution to all of this is we got to start over. As much as myself don't really like the word start over, it is acceptable to this to figure out why was this so loved in the first place. If it's something that we really love and we don't want to see it die for not even just this topic right here, but for anything, we got to go back. We got to start over and go with these moments, even if it's not the popular opinion or something that's trendy or anything of the sort. It's the only way to really get the magic and love that not only this art form, but a lot of art form that put everyone together is to start over. And even also kind of what I'm doing right here, a DIY, do it yourself. It may be a slow come up and it may take a long time, but this is definitely the solution that I have. And I also am free for anyone to say what other type of solutions that they would have to counteract of what I've claimed. Now, this is just a passerby from a person that liked this art form for around 22 years of my life, and that's all I got. For reiteration, for anyone that couldn't hear in the back, the four main things that EDO IV has talked about within this is to 1. Start over, 2. Do everything yourself, 3. Pay everybody equally, and 4. Treat everybody equally, unless harm has done to you physically and emotionally. Now back into the cold opening. So, with this in mind, with all this that's been on my mind recently, and just really getting it out just before we really get into the good parts, just a little something serious before we really get into our main stuff. I just want to spit that out there because that's just how I'm feeling. And plus, recording this is the day where I'm getting my teeth checked in. So that's also gonna come back around this special too. Just had to spitball it out there. It's been in my brain for a while, and I just felt like I just had to get it out there. So we gotta pay everybody and we gotta start over. It's the only way that we can get what we once lost and love and bring the magic back at the same time. And also treat everybody equally as well. And now, after that serious note, here is my 6th anniversary of the April Fool's Day special. So after all this, please enjoy. Talking Fun with Edo Podcast. Hey everyone! Wait, hold on. Why am I hearing cheering on the? Wait, what? All right, I'll be right back. So please enjoy this special. Hey, podcast Edo, man, what are you doing? Oh, hey Edo IV, how's it going? I'm just finishing up the part 2 special. It's not about that. Like, why did you switch the channels up for this? Well, I just wanted to do something very special for your 6th anniversary, you know? That's cool, but seriously, like, why? Why are you really doing this? I mean, don't you remember the time that you stole the cloak of anime so you can get the anime power? Well, I was wondering, what was your favorite year?
Well, my favorite memory I like from EDO IV is when you broke into that wizard's tower in order to steal his magic wand to gain ultimate anime power.
I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened.
You do remember, Edo. You just block it out, just like everything else you do in your life.
Trust me, this never happened. You are really gone insane. I really don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you did, Edo. And there were lots of witnesses that night. I will not stop. Everyone must know the truth. The T stands for I'm telling.
Okay, we gotta just put you in here now. No. I'm sorry. Listen, that never happened. That didn't even happen, man. I'm telling you, that literally did not even happen. Okay. Whether or not that did or didn't happen, you did make us lose all our color. You do remember that, don't you? Oh yeah, you're right. That actually did happen.
Ooh, sounds like you lost the mandate of heaven.
Well, you got me there. Well, yeah, man, it's okay. So I guess I'll see you around. Continue doing your thing, man. I'll see you around. Bye. Hope everything's going well. See ya. Peace. Back to the 6th anniversary, part 1. Alright, yeah, it's official. Welcome to the podcast channel for basically the 6th Anniversary Special Part 1. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. This video is where I'm going to be reading the comments from my previous anniversary while not only ranking them, but also telling the behind the scenes stories as well. So here we go. On this note, I know this usual song is usually saved for Q&As, but since this is the April Fool's special, this is how we're going to do it. So with this, we're going to go in chronological order. So on that note, we're going to start off with our first comment from my first video ever called Opening Presents for Korea, which that has became second place. And it is said from Ty to Chugging. My favorite moment of opening gifts from Korea is your first video because I like special food. And on that note of the story of that is back 6 years ago when I began the channel, and this was right around this very moment of like April Fool's slash Easter is when around this time I would give a big shout out to Tony because really he is the person that made me go back into YouTube because I know I've been like missing on that for quite a while. And basically his idea of what he had was just to film what he got from his parents from Korea, and that would just be basically my first video because for a while at the time, I didn't know if I really wanted to come back to YouTube because I really didn't think I had anything at this point besides a few socials and stuff like that. But I wasn't really very active on it. And plus, at the same time, I was in Full Cell. And also around this time, this was still when I was living at CBI, and this was like basically the idea he had, so I could basically just at least have some content. And on that note, when I had to rebrand the channel, especially just starting over within that same year, one of the first comments I got was from Kenny Benny Garcia, because I remember also at the same time, another shout outs to Hey Watch Your Mouth. I was in one of his streams and was saying that it was like I'm back and I had to re-upload everything, and still within that same time, that was the first video of coming back was my Halloween video, and then it just pursued on. And speaking of Tony, we got a comment from him that says, "I miss you, bro. I want to go back to the moment I drew you at the gas station." Well, with that, my friend, I have a surprise for you. Check this out. I mean, well, Tony, you could draw me this way, and I even got the pose like this. And now, back into our video. So, my first anniversary that was in fourth place, the comment that we have is from our first comment we got is from the Splashdown Dolphin, and he have said, "I love the first anniversary because the video showcase of how you've grown as a creator, and it's inspiring to see how far you came since then." So yeah, back from that time, this is when this was like my third year living in CVI, and this was basically, I didn't really have much to really work with, and I was still like transitioning because, there was a really dark period in my life, and this video was pretty much a thing that got me back, especially with this comment right here from Diego. And this is also the same person that read did his voice for my Whiteberry video. So His comment has said, "Happy first anniversary, Edo. Please keep making more videos. Even if I'm just the only one watching you, each of your single videos you made is magical and pure gold, like Noel Comics and International Channels for Life. You three are the greatest and always my favorite YouTubers and people on earth. Thanks, Edo." Yeah, thank you to Diego. And I also hope on that note that I hope I inspired you to make some videos of your own. And speaking of which, I'll check to see if there's some videos of your own too, so I can add with the special. And even if not, I'm definitely giving your channel the shout out as well. So our next comments that we got from my second anniversary, which has came into fifth place, we have got from Kids the Production. And they have said our favorite moment from safety quarantine Q&A is because we like to keep safe and not get sick. And the other comment we got is from Splash McLean. It said this video was the most entertaining because it was informative and I learned a lot from it. And if I remember from this time, is that this during the quarantine time, this was basically the first time I've ever done a Q&A, and I have to say it turned out really pretty successful. And with that, on that video is that you see me change into different shirts. And one of them that you see is the podcast shirt, which, speaking of which, I want to give a shout out to my family member, Iman, because he is the person that made this shirt for me 10 years ago. And I'm still wearing it now, as you could see. And for our next thing that we have is for the third anniversary, which was last place, and this was one of my personal favorites. And one of the only comments that we got from this is from James Gilbert. Is that my favorite moment of third anniversary is the production quality, storytelling, and everything was on point. And this is definitely my all-time favorites. Yeah, same here. And also on that note, for the things to share within that is that this was one of the times I did. I'm not sure of the Q&A of what this timing was, but the title will be here of this was this amount of time, but unfortunately there wasn't really any type of questions I was going off of. So I only could do what was my personal favorites at the time for this anniversary. And right around the same time, this is when I finished my second report, Japanese report of Mini Moni. And even going to the first one, a speed, that was one of another Q&A special as well. And like one of the things like I wanted to share you from behind the scenes while I was filming in this same place, and I believe also from my last anniversary, I was in the same place too of Louisiana. One of the things I wanted to share with you guys is like these pictures of like what was there. So it's like first thing, and this was this time when this is the first time I did popular uploads, and I still have it around. And literally from these videos, like most of these videos are still here, which is like the Raptor report, the crew, my first video with now a different thumbnail. The things I like about Russia, Thailand report of Raptor, and even part one. And on that note, the Meanie Moni video at this time when I was uploading it, this had 93 views, and now it is like at 600. Um, Even this, no, this video was on there too of my last anniversary with 44 subscribers, and now like I'm at 100. And even the stuff that's there right now of like my Halloween memories, and even the most of the how blank create blank, that's still on the popular uploads. Probably not the first thing you see, but it's there. But it's interesting that these um these reports I did, they really became the most popular uploaded stuff there. So that's another cool tidbit I wanted to share with you all. Another comment from the third anniversary was basically of the shirt that I usually wear for that, and from the Ink Pain 18 that he has said he loved my shirt. And with that note, I have now retired that shirt because specifically I can't really wear it anymore. It's not really fitting me. But the shirt I'll be wearing from now on for anniversary will be possibly like this shirt or anything that has to do with green since it's my favorite color. And now we're going to go into the next anniversary with a little bit of a change. Hold up. All right. And now for our next thing we have is the fourth anniversary, part one and two. And our first one that we got is from Lena Chen. And she has says, I have my favorite moment of your fourth anniversary special is because your creativity truly shines in this video. The way that you approached the topic was refreshing and engaging. Another one from Rich TV is says that because the specified moment is associated, it just resonated with me. And the last one that we got is from Fritz the Frog. It was one of the moments that he gets to experience with Down Heart, and it also stood out to me because it was special and impactful. Well, thank you. I would say from that, this is the moment when I came right here once again for not even just like this was the filming for the Down Heart episode, but also on that note, this was for part one. It was like you were seeing the different characters of me of Game Show Edo and also Storytime Edo as well for possibly the very first time. And I know I haven't brought those characters back, but maybe in future collab videos, I might bring them back someday. For part one, from the part one, and then the part two for that was with Down Hard. This was where I was filming for finishing up my Moonchild report, and also around this same time, I was doing the Q&A special of my anniversary of the podcast special. Speaking of which, here is one of the freestyles from last year, and I got something else for you too. So please
the
enjoy.
melody, telepathy. You know what it is. You know what has entered me. It's highly kinetic energy. It's so raw. I make it breathe through a straw, and I slash you with the paw of a cheetah or a tiger. Yo, you's a liar, pathological, and yo, I'm the abominable motherfucker with the AK, both sudden to send you to heaven. Learn a lesson. Yo, that's out of question.
Yeah, that's cool. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed that because we have another one that's happening right now. So please enjoy this before we move on to the last anniversary. So here we go. I'm ready now. All right.
Okay.
Spit that.
I've been the spit that makes so much impact up in your sack of nerve brains and neurons. Yo, I got so many girls wrong after the first date, and their worst fate was committed. You know what it is, man, but I'm freshly acquitted on both of those court cases. No more do our faces without a basis. The basics of what I am gonna spit is so legit, and I'm never gonna quit. And yo, I'm gonna forever bring havoc, and I'm gonna wrap you in plastic, do something so tragic, and yo, that shit is just drastic. I got magic just like a wizard. I'm gonna hiss just like a lizard. Over snakes before I inject my fangs, and then have your skin go like
brain. That was good. That was actually pretty good.
last one was better though.
Yeah, I know. But that one wasn't that bad though. Like
It wasn't that bad, but
yeah.
better.
Yeah. But that's okay. Also, if I remember, it's like I've kept a few. So some of that stuff is gonna be shared with the anniversary, and just can't figure out which part.
Like kind of clip out where I mess up at. And
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. I gotcha.
A last part that we have that's now in the first place is from Robert James Burns, and he has said, "Happy anniversary, Eddie. My favorite moment from the 5th anniversary part 2 was because it was memorable and meaningful. And what was the challenges that you faced as a content creator?" I'll get right back to that. Hold up, just gotta. Next part is from the Ink Ping 18. It says, "The 5th anniversary thanks you. He liked that because of the bloopers." Lastly is from Corette Unicorno. She has said the video of 5th anniversary part 1 and 2 was a heartfelt moment because your authenticity was really shown through and it really left an impact on me. So going back to Robert Shane Burns is like, what was the challenges you have you faced as a creator? I would say one of the challenges I've faced as a creator is just usually like when editing a video, trying to make a deadline of when a video is there, and it really depends on what I have to edit and how much time I have to do. That's one of the challenges I faced was just the editing process, and often just even from the podcast that I'm part of, like who can and who can't show up either. That's usually the other type of challenges I'm facing. And even, not even just with schedules of editing, but just also what to film, how to film, the day plan. Those are usually the things that go along with it too, especially for future videos, which that's going to be into the next part. Also, another answer thing I want to share with anyone with the question from Drew B. And also, I'm giving a good shout out to Matt Tech as well.
Edo, did you get a haircut mid-video again?
Well, yes, I did. From Man Cave Barber, Florida. Not sponsored, but please come visit them. So, thank you all for the comments you shared with me. And now we're going to move on to what I got planned that's coming up. So, here we go. Zoom out. Alrighty. So, the new things that are coming up is going to be the next podcast episode of 51 with the producer and legendary musical artist named CJ, with some Q&As as well. So be on the lookout for that. And also another thing that I want to give huge thanks to is the up and coming musical artist named Mat Kastella for his new music video called Both of Us. So as far as music goes, I won't be really getting back to it until next year. But I have finished like another demo version of Spending the Night on Earth, which will be played like this. 'Cause I'm spending the night on Earth since my mother's birth. I'm living the best of my life for what it's worth. That was just a little sample of it, and now back to the 6th anniversary video. James Dale for the interview that we did together, and I haven't heard of my interview coming up, but I'm pretty sure I'll be on the lookout for that, and you all too. And for Fusion Ha, I want to give a good shout out to them, and also Blurt City as well. It's also been come to my attention that not a lot of people are subscribing to the channel, so please Please subscribe more and please watch more to support my channel. Thank you. See you around.
I know what I'm doing today.
So now we're on to our last part, which is the shout special. And while we definitely really got a lot for this one. And so the first one we're going to start off with is Gigamesh, Yukari VTuber, Hit Rig, Master, Bonbon 623, The Intrusive Thoughts, Kamal, Hydraulic Beanbag, Something About Chicken, Celestial Sunshine, music by Bebop, Pouty, Pause VTuber, Gage Anu, Princess, Trib Lowy, Girl Taku Podcast, Spacial, and make sure to check out his documentary of Tyler the Creator, as well as Jimmy the Giant as well. Milady Confetti, RG33, Zeus Mythos VTuber, Tommy G, Mio, Mat Kastella, FOK Pop Squad, Golden J Pop, Animation Magazine from Twitter, Sketch Me Off, Pink Cacao, Yogeris, Cardenas from Twitter, David So, of the host of the Genius Brain podcast, Melanie Yamaguchi, Timothy Jones, Foxy Magse, Okamoto Kitchen, DGP, and Diversity Fields. And the old school shout outs we got is the Other Mariah, Malik, happy early birthday, Rib, King Benny, James Dale, Matt 4MD, Blurt City Podcast, the Fusion High Podcast, Impacts, Cypops, Sebastian, Zip, Candace Production, Stagehands, Blue the Robot, and CJ. Also, before we end things, I like to give a thanks to not all that also followed me here, but also on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. Hello everyone, it's Editing Edo, and I also want to give a huge shout out to Shirayuki from the legendary K-pop group Circle, and please check out her new channel as well. Now back to the video. Coming up next is not only the interview with CJ, but also part 2 of this, which is going further in detail of what's been happening lately for the 6th anniversary of the behind the scene. And also for my main channel, I'll be having another voting poll of my videos for you guys to see what was your favorite moments. And also with that note, for part 2, it's going to be a bit as emotional as it was for part 1. And as far as the next month, I'll be free for a bit and I'll be gone a little bit more later in time. And like usual, I'm going to see you guys next time. And goodbye. So coming up next is the part 2 of the podcast mix-up special of the 6th anniversary. And on that note is also I'll be doing another voting round for my own channel for main ideas of videos. So this is where I'm going to be counting the comments of my favorite moments, not only just ranking them, but also telling the special moments of behind the scenes as it Hello everyone, it's Editing Edo, back with another episode and video of Wait. Hello everyone, it's Editing Edo here, and before we begin the 6th anniversary special of EDO IV's Wait. Hello everyone, it's Podcast Edo, and before we begin our part 2 special of the 6th anniversary, the behind the scenes part, I want to give a shout out to the VTuber Karara and Rafi for his legendary 30th anniversary song that's about to be shown right now. So please enjoy the 2 anniversary. I had it too. Let me see. For stars, I like to say rest in peace to Janice
Burgess.
That's just a little sample for you guys. And now back to our 6th anniversary video. 6th anniversary. I swore I thought I had more than this, but you know, we're just working what we got. Alright, so you did make us lose all our color for their color report. So yeah, that's it. Okay. So let's get to the last part. Trying to see if I actually had. I really thought I had like another thing, but I guess not. Okay, that's okay. That's actually crazy. Okay, in this, I don't think I already said this. Like, I said that was the place. Next one, each one city. It says it was his favorite because it was it's from kids to production, and they have said one of my favorite moments of Safety Quarantine Q&A 2nd anniversary was oh god, wait. This came from, because this has really gotten a lot of comments, and it has says, we got our very first one is from,
so many things that are substituted against me.
Colette Unicorno has said, the video of the 5th anniversary part 1 and 2 was such a heartfelt moment, and your authenticity was really shown through and lasting an impact on me.
Wait, I'm just gonna swing your wrist so hard you can go into a deep abyss of so many things.
And going back to okay, wait.
Now back to the video.